Christian Geek Central is doing Extra Life again this year to raise funds for children in urgent need of medical care. You can help us out and get some fun rewards at the same time. Stick around after the video for more details. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We've got a ton going on here at Spirit Blade Productions and Christian Geek Central, including our in-depth Bible study for geeks, movie, game, and other entertainment reviews or commentary, live streams, Christian geek news, original audio dramas, and tons more. And on top of all that, you can become a Spirit Blade insider with an influential voice and get access to exclusive content and rewards. It's your involvement as a patron that will keep all of this going and growing, so I want to thank you for your consideration in that. For more information, please check out our Patreon page through the link below at patreon.com/spiritbladeproductions. Thanks for listening. Okay. So, after Dragon Quest VIII, I started branching out to action RPG type games and discovered the Champions of Norath games and the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance games as well on PlayStation 2, Justice League Heroes, made by the same people that made those games. I really enjoyed those. Neverwinter Nights really kind of introduced me to RPGs that getting into the action RPG thing and really discovering, oh my gosh, I can do this. I can do some form of action game. I mean, prior to that, I had really stayed away. If you look at my list, except for Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I'd really stayed away from anything action-oriented. It was all very, very kind of turn-based for the most part, with modifications. But once I realized that I can handle some certain types of action in my RPGs, so then I got to Neverwinter Nights, which had this kind of real-time with pause combat, which you see in the Baldur's Gate PC games, the Icewind Dale PC games, Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, that's a series that has kind of carried that torch now of not being turn-based like Divinity Original Sin, and not being real-time strategy like, say, the original Warcraft games or other real-time strategy games. It's kind of like a real-time. The combat is like a real-time strategy game, but with the ability to pause and make tactical decisions while you are paused, and then release pause and let things kind of play out as they did. You had a basic AI in Neverwinter Nights that once you select an enemy, you'll just keep doing a basic attack until you pause or open up your quick slot menu or something like that and tell your character to do something different. And then they'll do that, then they'll go back to attacking, regular attack. So this kind of it was cool because in simple fights you could keep the action going and just kind of breeze through and have this more kind of like a fast-paced experience. And then when enemies showed up that were a little tougher or during a big boss fight, then you would really be pausing frequently and moving the camera around to assess the situation and looking at your spells and abilities and making more tactical decisions, and then unpausing and letting it play for a little while, maybe having the freedom to make some on-the-fly decisions without pausing. Oh, it's getting too intense. Pause. Think. And so it could function as a turn-based RPG really whenever I needed it to, and the rest of the time it could, breeze through, the combat. And so that was a really cool type of gameplay. I still really, really enjoy that type of game. It's my favorite party-based RPG gameplay, real-time with pause. When you've got a party, real-time with pause, that's the way I wish all party-based RPGs were. So Neverwinter Nights introduced me to that style of gameplay and also to Bioware as a publisher. And were they just a studio at the time? I can't remember where this line is drawn. I know they're with EA now, but anyway, Bioware was known for making these RPGs. Knights of the Old Republic has the same real-time with pause gameplay, both 1 and 2. Even though they didn't make 2, they kind of shopped that out to Obsidian, who now makes Pillars of Eternity. Anyway, so I found out that, after I was just loving Neverwinter Nights, which for a good long while I would have said this is unquestionably my favorite RPG of all time. And it's still up there. It's the game that by far I have come back to in between other games. That's the game I've come back to more often than any other game, In fact, I just came back to it again, 4 months ago, and was just totally digging on it again, and ugh. So anyway, Bioware then I heard, was making this new game called Dragon Age Origins. It was going to be the beginning of a new franchise. I even saw that they were using the Neverwinter Nights engine to design the levels for Dragon Age Origins. Eventually, they transferred it over to the new engine that they were using, but they were doing just the initial conceptual design of levels and stuff like that using the Neverwinter Nights engine. And I really, really enjoyed this game a ton. And it was really this game. Let's see here. Oh, hang on, I gotta fix this. Let's see here. I think that's about how I had it. And let's pull up this and make sure I got the chat up there. Okay, Okay, thanks for your patience, guys. I can't remember what I was saying about this game. This was the game that really made me I think just solidified me as a Bioware fan. I'm trying to remember if I played Knights of the Old Republic before this one. I cannot remember. But it was somewhere right around this time, and I think this solidified it. I was like, this game is awesome. It's like Neverwinter Nights, but with a party that I control. I had mixed feelings about Neverwinter Nights 2, which Obsidian Studios did. I love this game. It was everything that I loved about Neverwinter Nights, but graphically upgraded. And I guess the choice system was pretty good too. And it hadn't yet entered into the political agenda era that I feel like Bioware entered into. I wonder if that came when they were purchased by EA. It'd be interesting to look at the history of that, but they were already starting kind of like a criticism of monotheism a bit in Dragon Age Origins, definitely. And I'm trying to remember if they had the bisexual character in here. There were just... After a while, Bioware just started kind of like putting characters in there that I think they were trying to use to represent the LGBT community. But it felt forced to me. And I think it's become... I don't know if it's become... I should say, I had, in particular, a bad interaction, I think it was in Dragon Age 2, with a character who... I ended up, like, accidentally flirting with him, and then when I tried to backpedal, it totally went south horribly. And other times, there would be, like, conversation where I'd have with a bisexual or a homosexual character, and it's like, the choice in that interaction at some point with them was either to say, hey, I totally validate, what you're doing sexually and stuff, or say you are disgusting. I'm like, can we not have a little nuance here? Is there nothing in between those extremes, So... and also in general, setting any kind of political or philosophical issues aside, Bioware, I noticed it more, especially in the Mass Effect games, the choices that I was being given in conversations were way too limiting to me. I wanted more nuance. I felt like I couldn't really play the character I wanted to play or represent the moral compass that I was kind of deciding to place on my character, whether that was, leaning toward nasty or benevolent or whatever. And I think the more they introduced voiced protagonists into the game, I felt a lack of control over the dialogue and how it played out, how I role-played my character. Whereas in this game, your protagonist is silent, and you get a good amount of text-based options. I feel like the text-based options were really reduced after this game, so I really liked all the options that I had for dialogue in this game, and it was sad to see that reduced in the games following this made by Bioware. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I was going to help this guy, like, build a temple or something. All right. So I'm going here. Let me look at my quest log. Quest log, Dragon Quest. Come on now. Put a stop to Jarvia and her Carta. Lord Harrowmont wants you to put a stop to Jarvia and her criminal Carta. No one knows where Jarvia's hideout is, but you should be able to find clues to her whereabouts in Dust Town. So we are headed to Dust Town. This is my... I've played through all of the intro scenarios of this game. There are like 4 different openings to this game, each that runs like 2 to 3 hours, I think. And I've played all of them now. This is the final one I had to cross off my list, which is like the rogue thief one, and I named her Ebony. Another reference to a Spirit Blade audio drama trilogy character. Again, for more information, go to spiritblade.com. But Ebony is a character that... Oh gosh, if you're not familiar with the trilogy at all, I don't want to spoil too much, but at one point, stealthy, daggery, two-bladed stuff does become relevant to the Ebony character, which you wouldn't suspect at all listening to the first part of that trilogy. Okay. Oh man, I might have just really... I don't want to say anything more. I might have just totally ruined something for people who haven't heard that trilogy. Okay. So what do I have to do? I think I have to go... I want to get into some combat here. All my yapping and my slow transitions between games has us a little bit behind schedule.
Hey there, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble, 2 silvers if you all want to go at once.
Oh, lady. What are you doing with your life?
I weren't talking to you. Hear me? We weren't talking.
I think I gotta go here.
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Could be.
Oh crap! Alright, left trigger. It's going down. So here's the pause option. And I can use the R1 and R2 button. R1 and L1 buttons to cycle through. You know, if I really want to micromanage. I think I'm on the lowest difficulty setting because I didn't really want to spend a lot of time micromanaging. I have a buddy that, like, he lost interest in this game and I felt so sad. He's just too prideful to put it down to easy. And I'm like, dude, let go, man. Put it down to easy and you can have a faster paced experience. It doesn't have to be, you know, like this micromanaged tactical experience if you don't want it to be, you know? I think it's such a shame that in the gaming community, among many, and you know, I don't want to say many, there's a subset of the gaming community that like is into shaming for playing games on easy or whatever, and then even you'll see it in some games. I think it's a little tongue in cheek, but like the Wolfenstein games, they've got a easy difficulty that's called Can I Play Daddy, and it shows the protagonist wearing a baby's bonnet with a pacifier in his mouth, you know, and I'm like, why do that? Why do that? You know, do you not want the largest number of people to buy your game and enjoy it the way they want to enjoy it? You know, so I mean that's a carryover from the original Doom game, so I'm not going to give them a hard time about that. All right, so yeah, let's just fight. And then in real time, you can hit these quick slot buttons to activate your special attacks. And, you know, she's just like auto-attacking the one guy that I had her locked onto until he's dead, unless I have her do another kind of a quick slot, you know, attack.
Bloody stone, look at them all.
Tell me how to find Jarvia, or you'll join them.
No, Jarvia will kill me if I tell you. I might as well die fighting.
Now that little exchange there, I have to just make this point again. I know, I have like such a small reach with my little teeny tiny Christian Geek Central, you know, YouTube channel and website. But I want to shout from the rooftops to anyone who would listen and hope that it somehow finds its way on the winds to influential game makers, like Bethesda specifically. Don't give me a voiced protagonist in the next Bethesda big RPGs. That's not the direction to go. I think that, you know, we don't have to, just because the technology is capable of something doesn't mean we should use it to go in that direction, you know? I think that it would be really cool. You know how the Kinect technology, voice technology, it's like it's never really caught on. It doesn't always work perfectly and stuff, and you know, so it's like developers aren't really using it. I'll bet you could figure out a way to use it so that when you are in an RPG and you're given a list of 4 options of dialogue, you could just speak out loud. You could select it with a button, of course, like normal, but build in the option to have the microphone on your controller or whatever pick up your voice and detect which line of dialogue you are saying out loud, and then detecting when you have stopped talking. It should be able to do that. And that way, you could sit at your screen, and when you're having dialogue, you could put down your controller, they could say something, and then you could look at the line you want to say, and maybe it's kind of like a line that could go one of 2 ways. It could sound like kind of snobby, or it could sound kind of gentle, or it could be really nasty or whatever. You can choose how to say it, and just have your own little roleplay experience alone in your office or your game room or whatever, and the game would be responding to you. You'd be having this kind of pseudo-conversation with people that you're interacting with. I think that would be really cool. I think it would be really cool. I can't imagine what kind of work it would take to implement that, but I think the technology's got to be there to do that, and I would rather games go in that direction to give me influence and immersion into the game, rather than just, you know, voicing my character to flesh him out with the choices they're making for that character. No, that's my character. I want to decide if he's a nasty old wizard, or if he's more a benevolent hero, or, you know, whatever. So, all right, let's kill people.
Well, all right.
Oh! Okay, hold the phone. See, Ebony is low on health, so let's have her drink a potion. There we go. Oh, look at that, she was double fisting it. Alright, now let's get the loot. Okay. Alright, Night Sage. See you later. Thanks for coming. If I don't see you again back again tonight. Fingerbone token. I need that. What do we got here? Give me all your things. Oh, yeah, you want to talk about the chunky boots. Or the crunchy boots. Or chunky boots, that's fine. This is where I really love the Foley effects. You hear these guys walking around, and you hear kind of some of their armor a little bit jangling around. I don't really like Shale's constant booming and thumping. I wish I could selectively turn that off. Oh well. But yeah, this is easily my favorite Dragon Age game in the series, and then they had an expansion to it called Dragon Age Origins Awakening, which is itself pretty close to a full-length Dragon Age game, you know, Wow. My only wish, the only thing that I didn't get from Neverwinter Nights that I wanted in this one, was an easy-to-use editor for creating your own campaigns. Not because I would have the know-how and energy and time to do that, but Neverwinter Nights, there are so many user-created campaigns out there. They are archived, they are rated, so you can sift through the crap and just get to the good stuff. There are campaigns made by users for Neverwinter Nights that are better than the ones that came with the game or that were sold as expansions later. Holy crap. My gosh, Neverwinter Nights. And I so wish that would have been included here. I think there was an editor of some kind for the PC version, but it just wasn't user-friendly like this one was. So there's been a very limited amount of work that's been done by users to create their own campaigns. But, oof. Yeah, I've thought about eventually getting this on PC just because I know that there's a Baldur's Gate remake in the Dragon Age Origins engine that I would love to play. Alright, so I got that fingerbone key. And now, look at this. Save game. Because I want to, right now. Dragon Quest XI. Oh my gosh, Rugged Warrior, you got your 58th platinum this week. Congratulations. I assume that's satisfying. I'm not a trophy hunter myself. Wow. Have you earned any, like, rewards from that yet? Doesn't Sony have, like, that rewards program for people who earn a bunch of platinums? Alright. Put the fingerbone token in the slot! My go-to character for a game like this is a magic user. That's going to be my first playthrough every time, is a magic user. Well, now, that is my go-to character. First time I played this, I played a straight-up fighter, because at that time, I was still new to the real-time with pause thing. It was still kind of intimidating for me. I hadn't necessarily gotten into a groove with it, so I did like a straight-up fighter the first time through this game. And that's kind of like what I would call my canon playthrough, you know? But the mage playthrough was a ton of fun. When I did the fighter playthrough, I played him kind of like heroic, and I tried to kind of imprint the moral choices that were actually courageous and consistent in my own morality, instead of, you know, a broken human being that is hypocritical and things like that. I tried to apply what I thought was the best moral compass I could to that playthrough. And then the magic user. When I play magic users, they want power! And everyone else is just a means for them to gain power. And now, this time through, I'm playing just kind of another kind of, not as nasty as my wizard character, but another kind of like darker, you know, selfish mercenary type of playthrough. And I do really appreciate Bioware for that. As much as I kind of started seeing through the cracks and started seeing the strings of the puppeteer with their choices and what honestly sometimes come down to just the illusion of choice in their games, which I started to see and get frustrated by, I still do applaud them and appreciate what they did for gaming in general through the dialogue options they started providing, you know, as early as Baldur's Gate, and continuing into Neverwinter Nights, and, you know, these great RPGs that they made since then. And it's a bummer that they seem to have forgotten, or maybe EA has forced them to forget, who knows what's going on behind the scenes, their RPG roots.
What's the password?
Uh-oh. Belen rules forever? Haramont rules forever? Jarvia sucks lizard eggs? See, look at that. That's 5 dialogue options. I don't think I ever saw 5 dialogue options in Fallout 4. I could be wrong about that. It's certainly not near as common. It's so much more common to see a screen like this in Dragon Age Origins than in really any of the games that followed. Starting with Dragon Age 2, they started mimicking the Mass Effect dialogue system, which basically was usually a max of 3 options. Alright, let's see here. Oh, okay, so you're signed up, Rugged Warrior, for those rewards, but you forgot what email you used to sign up for the rewards program. Alright. Ooh, you want Kingdom Hearts 3 to be your 100th platinum. Wow, so you got work to do, I guess? Ooh, that sounds intense. Alright, I don't know. No, wait, I remember. Die, scum! Yeah.
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
Be wary.
We all knew that's where this was going anyway.
Eager, aren't they?
What else do I got here? I don't even know what that move is. Let's see here. I want to look at my... see what some of these moves do. What is this? Stealth. More info, please. Cooldown 10 seconds. The rogue has learned to fade from view, although perceptive enemies may not be fooled. Taking any action beyond movement, including engaging in combat or using items, will still attract attention. If the rogue initiates combat while still stealth, the first strike is an automatic critical hit or backstab. Yeah, no, I don't think I need to do that. Yeah, let's just stick to the... oh, wait, what's this, oh, is that like a... oh, I've got an option to poison my weapons? Weapons coded in this mild poison deal additional nature damage with each hit and may stun the target. Well, let's do that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Oh, and I've got to say something. About Claudia Black. Oh my gosh. I am such... I mean, some of you guys know this already. You know where I'm going with this. Farscape is my favorite television show of all time. No show before it and no show since have I enjoyed as much as I enjoyed Farscape. And when this game came out, you know, Farscape had ended. But Claudia Black was... I think this was the first game voice she did. I can't remember when she did Uncharted. I think it was after this. But that was like thick, beautiful icing on the cake. I just missed Farscape so much, and Claudia Black was so phenomenal in that series. And I'm so sad that the Morrigan character, who is... that's my female wizard there. Her name is Morrigan. I wonder if I can talk to her.
I await your command.
So there's Claudia Black. Let's talk a little bit, Claudia.
So, full of questions, are you?
Yeah. What's the word on the Farscape reboot? Is that coming? Let's see here. Oh, and Flemeth is Morrigan's mother, and she's voiced by Kate Mulgrew, I think is her name, who played Captain Janeway in Star Trek Voyager. So it's really cool to see in this era of video games, you know, actors from the small and eventually the big screen really started making voice appearances in games, and I think increasingly they started taking actors from well-loved sci-fi and fantasy TV shows that were maybe done with those shows and bringing them on as fan service to these games, you know, and so it was great. I mean, I would have bought the game anyway, but I was like, are you kidding me, Claudia Black? That's so cool. So yes, I totally romanced Morrigan in the first in my first playthrough. Didn't end well. Let's see here. All right, never mind. We don't need to talk right now. Let's go. Is this where I came from? I'm lost, guys. I'm sorry. Did I already come through this way? Oh, no, I didn't. Those guys are new. Oh, they saw me!
I would watch out were I you.
Let's do it. Oh, a trap detected. Oh, look out, guys. You're gonna set it off. Can I? Oof. Okay, go get him. Get your butt over there.
Well, all right.
Okay. How are we all doing? Good? Yeah. So there's probably something worth checking out in there. I don't want to go in there yet. I always like to drag my left arm against the wall going around dungeons, and I can usually manage to safely explore everything that way. Oh! Oops. Come on, get in there, girl. Yeah! And if I want to, you know, I can choose to control any one of my party members and kind of make them my primary. I mean, the main character is still kind of like the focus of the story, but I could totally, you know, just play if I still want to now and then. Like, you know, I ultimately love playing magic users. I'd rather play magic users. Then I can switch over to Morrigan, you know, which I like.
All over now.
Take it all, take it all! Oh, that's cool, Rugged Warrior. Leonard Nimoy and Mark Hamill fight against each other. the two Star Worlds clashing. Oh, what?
Of course.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Who's that? Oh! Nice. Let's see. Something else that I really kind of liked about this, and you can't really see it right now because I don't have a completely free-roaming camera, but every now and then, you know, you could see these cool kind of like bullet time kind of camera effects, you know. That was kind of a novelty at the time too, to have like her, if you pause it at just the right time, you could get some really cool like shots. And you know, I think the Matrix was still pretty fresh at the time this game was made, and so sometimes I would just like pause it and go, or even start up here, you know. Fun playing around with the camera. Rip. All right, I think I got to be done with this now. Yeah. Oh wait, people are still fighting.
You will learn fear.
It is enough.
I have done it.
Yeah, Dragon Age 2. Oof. For my taste, a big step back. You know, this is old news to anybody that's kind of been a fan of the Dragon Age series, but it was rushed out the door. I think because of pressure from the publisher, from EA. Money, 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 money! And as a result, there's lots of dungeons where they're reusing the same dungeons. It's supposed to be a different dungeon, but it's the same map, or they'll just start you in a different spot of the same dungeon map, and oof, that was rough. And most of it took place in a city, which some people are cool with. I liked the big scale of Dragon Age Origins. I mean, call me a traditionalist, you know, maybe it's generic and old-fashioned or whatever, but I like being responsible for saving the world! And so it seemed like a step back to, like, really just be meddling in the affairs of one city and one family line or something like that. I can't remember what the plot was, but Dragon Age Inquisition, a step back in the right direction. But the menus were clunky for me as far as, like, when you're adjusting equipment, trying to figure out what equipment to wear, the crafting menus and stuff, just the navigating the menus. It wasn't fun to get loot in that game because it meant I was going to have to navigate those menus, which didn't feel fun to me. But a lot of that game I really did like. Not enough to play any of the DLC, but enough that, like, when they come out with the next one, I'll probably buy it. I'll at least, you know, try it out, and if yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes. Yes. All right. Titus is here to say goodnight. Sleep good, my boy.
Good night. I love you so much.
I love you too. Good night.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Or when are you gonna be done?
You'll be hopefully asleep when I'm done. I won't be done till like 9 o'clock.
Oh.
So, love you. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Yeah, let me switch now. Let me go ahead and switch. Oh yeah, I'm done on the 360, so I could just turn this off. So we'll be on PS4 for the rest of the night. So let's see, after playing Dragon Age Origins, then I played Final Fantasy XII, which I might have played at the all-time favorite game live stream last year. I can't remember if I did or not. I think I did, and it was a little bit before it came out. Anyway, Final Fantasy XII, similar system to Dragon Age Origins. I had actually tried it out before playing Dragon Age Origins, and I played through the whole thing. I had mixed feelings about it. I don't know. I was like, yeah, that was good, I guess, you know. But then after playing Dragon Age Origins and Neverwinter Nights and then Dragon Age Origins, I really started to get a taste for this real-time with pause combat, and I realized, you know, I think Final Fantasy XII was kind of a real-time with pause system. But I don't think I was really appreciating it for what it was. At that time, I was just like, this isn't turn-based, I don't like it, you know, I just wasn't ready to accept it yet. And I actually enjoyed Final Fantasy XII a lot more the second time through playing it. I think because I felt more free to skip the convoluted political blah 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 story. And enjoy the gameplay. And plus, there was a bunch of post-game stuff I wasn't even aware of my first playthrough that I totally dug into that extended my playtime, and oh my gosh. So, yeah, Final Fantasy XII. And then I went back and I was like, I'm hungry for more of this type of game. And so that's when I went back and played the Baldur's Gate games for the first time. So those are the next one down on my list. Well, just Baldur's Gate, but I mean, that's a kind of a stand-in for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, although I like 1 more than 2. I know that's weird to say. I think the status effects and, you know, other kinds of things just got way too clunky and out of control in the second one. I prefer low-level Dungeons and Dragons when I'm playing it in a video game. I like higher-level Dungeons and Dragons when I'm playing it as a tabletop thing, I think. Anyway, then I got into Oblivion and Skyrim, started exploring and experiencing for the first time these open-world, first-person RPGs. It was just like, holy cow, this is crazy. And then I was finally willing to branch out and try an honest-to-goodness shooter, which took me to Bioshock. And that introduced me to a world of what I would call story shooters, where you don't really have to be good at shooters. There's a lot of forgiving mechanics and maybe RPG mechanics that can help you a little bit, and it's just more focused on the immersion of the experience, and they have lower difficulty settings you can choose to use. So then first-person shooters just opened up to me. I discovered Far Cry 2, which is on my list. I didn't choose just one Far Cry game to put on here, particularly because Far Cry 2 is apples and oranges compared to the games that followed it in that series. Far Cry 3 and 4 are next on my list chronologically. I kind of lump them together. I wouldn't say I like one more than the other. They're very similar, but they each have some strong points too, so they're kind of have a tie in that slot. And then Ghost Recon Wildlands. This wasn't on my list last year. I'm not going to play it tonight. I've played it enough in past streams, and I'm not going to play much of, you know, Monster Hunter World, which I'm getting ready to boot up now. But yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands. It was new in that it was this action game, and it was kind of like a first-person shooter, but in third person. You know, but it was similar, you know, in some ways to a Ubisoft. It's a Ubisoft game, so it's got that open world. They all kind of have the same skeleton, and I really like that. Just kind of exploring and collecting collectibles, you know. And there was something cool about the tactics the tactical commands, that simple as they are, that I could give to my teammates in Ghost Recon Wildlands, and all the collecting and the experience growing and getting stronger, and you know, it was just that much different from like a first person like a Far Cry game, or certainly different from Assassin's Creed. It was just almost like a real-time tactical shooter type thing. I really, really enjoyed that a lot. But I'm not going to talk any more about that. Maybe I'll play it at next year's all-time favorite games live stream. This freaked me out when I first saw this screen. I was like, are you kidding me? Come on! I know it's primarily designed for online play, but if I just want to play it single player, do I really need PlayStation Plus? You don't. But I'm still met with this stupid screen every time I load up the game. Yes, I understand. So now we come to Monster Hunter World. I'm not going to play this game for more than like maybe 20-30 minutes because I've played it a lot in previous live streams. It is my current game of the year for 2018. I did not anticipate liking this game. It's so odd, but I think it had just enough elements. Let me take the list off the screen here. It had just enough elements to make it user-friendly to me, like damage numbers on the monsters. I can't believe that people put up with not having damage numbers before. For those who have not seen in previous streams or in my trial and error review of this game, I've named my protagonist after my wife Holly because I noticed that one of the preset facial models and the hair, although I adjusted the color to fit her better, looked a bit like my wife. I was like, this is crazy. I'm totally going to play as my wife, and so I play as Holly. And she also grew up with a cat she loved very much named Abby, and so my little Palico cat sidekick is named Abby. And yes, my wife and her cat kick monster butt. What was new about this game that I didn't think I would be ready for, that I wasn't ready for the first time I played The Witcher 3, I still haven't gotten more than maybe 10 hours into The Witcher 3, and this game might bring me to come back to it and truly appreciate it, is that I didn't like the idea that I was going to have to do all this prep beforehand to fight a monster, and if I didn't prep well enough, I might die and have to do the whole fight over again. I hate dying or meeting a fail condition of some kind and having to repeat material again. Ever since the days of Super Mario Brothers, that I have a great hatred for that Italian plumber, because he falls into pits, which I make him fall into, let's be honest, and then he has to repeat the same thing over and over again. Jump, fall, die, jump, fall, die, jump, fall, die. And that's on, when I manage to get to level 8-1. Do that too many times, back to 1-1. Now let's do all these again. Are you freaking kidding me? Cannot stand it. Cannot stand it. I have no tolerance for that. I want to explore the world. I want to see the game. I want to see this imaginative environment that the developers have worked so hard to create. Just let me see that. So I'm used to being able to spam healing potions in, real-time action-type games that have RPG mechanics in them. I'm not comfortable with the idea that I can't spam health potions. And this game won't let you do that. I mean, you can take them with you, but you can only carry so many. It takes a while to drink them. You have to totally stop doing combat and stuff. And there's just a lot you have to do in terms of preparation to take on. And I was like, boss fights stress me out. This is a game that's almost nothing but boss fights. And that's not actually true. There are kind of two modes this game can be in. One is the boss fights that you're doing the prep for, and the rest is the prep, where you're crafting items, or you're going around gathering components in these big open environments. And I enjoy the strategy of the prep. I enjoy figuring out, okay, what do I need to do to really get ready for this monster? And so I actually have a document here. And I'll come to this document in a second. Let me catch up with some of your chat a little bit. Truth Seeker 1995, before it disappears. Have you played Fear? It was an awesome first-person shooter from 2005 with some neat bullet time effects. Oh, that's cool. The AI was great too, always trying to flank the player. Interesting. 2005. So would that have been on the PS2 then, maybe? No, I haven't played it. Cool. Cool, I'll have to keep that on my radar. I haven't watched the gameplay stuff from Cyberpunk 2077. I'm interested, just haven't gotten around to it yet. that and Dragon Quest XI stuff started coming out at the same time, and I was more interested in checking out Dragon Quest XI stuff. Oh, Truth Secret 1995 says Far Cry 2 is best on PC. You can save it anytime you want. Yeah, you can get it really cheap, even when it's not on sale, but I think especially when it's on sale at GOG.com. And I've got a PC that is good enough that it could run a game from that time period pretty well. I don't know how I'd feel about controlling it with mouse and keyboard, because I'm at a mouse and keyboard all day. That's the last position I want to be in at the end of the day. Which is why I'm enjoying Pillars of Eternity so much more in my second playthrough on PS4 than I did on PC. But I think I would try to play it on PC with a gamepad if I could pull that off and it could feel right if I were to play it all the way through again. Yeah. Rugged Warrior says, did you do the Final Fantasy event in Monster Hunter World? No way! I did just a little research into what that thing was. It's a super, super high-level monster. I'm not even through the campaign yet. I'm 2/3 of the way through the campaign, and I've hit a little bit of a spike in difficulty, so now I'm doing like a bunch of prep for that right now. So let me actually talk about that prep a little bit. My note for myself, you go in and you have like this whole tree of armor sets that you can build. But the armor sets that you make are each made from monsters, giant monsters that you fight and defeat, and the body parts left over that you carve off of them or whatever. And so I've got this chain. I'm preparing to farm Odogaron, which is a monster. But because I need his armor to fight the monster that I really want to fight, that's the next monster in the campaign, which is Nergiganti, if you're familiar with this game at all. But to get some of the stuff, to get a better ice weapon to fight Nergiganti with, because that'll help me fight. Actually, to get the better, I need let's see, what's the chain here? I'm gonna have to farm Odogaron for a while because I won't necessarily get all the parts I want from him in one fight. In fact, it'll probably take multiple fights, and so I want those to go as smoothly and quickly as possible. So I am first going to make sure that I have the best weapon for fighting Odogaron. So to get that weapon, I need to farm Legiana as a monster for a while. So right now I need 7 Legiana claws, and I also need to farm another monster called Palumu for 4 Palumu wings, because those things, Legiana claws and Palumu wings, I need to upgrade Legiana's tree weapon to the level that I need it at. But I mean, that's kind of an upgrade path or a chain that I kind of figured out on my own, looking at the armor sets and figuring out what I would need to do in what order. And so I realized, I kind of get something out of this, out of figuring out for myself, how do I want to approach this? So there's elements that are in a big meta macro sense, a big zoomed out sense that I'm doing planning for boss fights, and then there are also the micro prep things where it's just a run out into the wilderness to pick flowers and get ingredients to craft the right supply of potions and consumables and stuff that I need. So I've just discovered I like that, you know. So I think I'll try to do a Legiana fight here, and I think I'm all set to do that fight. Let me just see what my item pouch is looking like. It looks like it's all set to go, and I've got let me see what weapon I'm using. I think I have to go to it's been a little while since I've played this. I've put in over 170 hours. I can't believe I've put that much time into this game. I mean, for a game that solidifies in my mind, like, yes, I play games for their mechanics, not for their story. Because otherwise, why in the world would I just... It only has so many environments that you can play in, and you're just fighting these same monsters over and over again. Although the monsters, the AI is really, really interesting. They really do kind of feel alive, because they're not completely the same every time you fight them. Ice Charm, so yeah, that's good. Datura Blossom, well, that's the one that does poison, and I think that works pretty well against Legiana. Okay, so yeah, let's just go out there. I Oh, actually, you know what? Let's see if I have a quest I can do to get rewards at the same time, as long as I'm going to be out there fighting her. Let's see here. Okay, Truth Seeker 1995. So Fear was on Xbox 360 as well. Okay, cool. Well, then there's an even greater likelihood that I would check it out sometime, because I don't know how much longer my poor PS2 is going to last. Oh, man. Why? Why, Sony? Are you not allowing disc-based backwards compatibility for PS2 games on PS4? Union Night Gaming says, you said you were going to recruit people for your Extra Life live stream. Who do you think you will have with you? I'm actually not recruiting specifically for people to be on the live stream with me. I'm recruiting for the Extra Life team. And I will start playing kind of bumpers and promos and ads for that in the YouTube content starting this next coming week. That'll give more information about that. So you don't have to do a stream, and it's... I mean, I've been toying with the idea of at some point figuring out how to partner with other streamers, and that possibility is becoming just a little bit more likely every year. I've already talked to a couple people about that possibility for this year. There's just some technical troubleshooting that'll have to be done before then to make that happen. But at the very least, other Christian Geek Central team members who are streaming themselves, I promote their streams and let people know when and where they will be streaming. So if you'd like to, get a little, some props and some points toward your stream, then becoming a part of the Extra Life, the Christian Geek Central Extra Life team, will be one way that you could at least get me in my little corner of the internet to say, hey, this member of our team is doing a stream on this day, go check it out, But more info on that is coming. Okay. Post a new quest. Let's do an investigation. I think I have one for Legiana here. Oh, and it's going to have to be a high-level one. Okay, hunt Legiana. I get 50 minutes. That'll work. I don't remember which camp I prefer to be in. Let's try this one. Yes. Oof. I'm going to be rusty, guys. It's been a little while since I played this game. Let's get some food. Yeah. Yeah, I feel rusty, man. Oh, dang it. I was supposed to skip through that, dang it. Now I'm gonna get... Capcom's gonna come after me for that animation. The last time I put this on a stream, Capcom has, they have a scanner that scans for those scenes. And it'll get flagged. So, I have been starting to put ads on my videos, but they're gonna get the revenue for that one. Unless maybe I'll mute it. I'll mute it when I put the archive up. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're capturing just the screen too. I think it's the screen actually. It was like video. This video content. It's not the audio content. I'm like, wow, Capcom, really? All right. If you want to, for what you can get on my little channel, you're welcome to it, I guess. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm ready. Ready as I can be. I didn't put ads on this live stream though. So if you go away from the live stream and come back to it and you see an ad, Capcom got right on that. Okay. I gotta think here. I might go quiet for just a minute here as I think. Okay, there's those. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so those are good. Okay. So I'm going to want the might pill, the demon drug, hard shell powder. I don't think... Do you need hard shell powder? You just... probably adamant pill and mega armor skin. I think those are the ones that I use. Mega demon drug. Might pill. I think just if I really... Do I usually take demon powder too? I can't even remember. I think I do. I think I take the mega demon drug at the very beginning, because that lasts me the whole quest. And then right as I'm getting ready to go up against the guy, that's when I take the other ones. Alright. Man, I don't remember how to play this. Oh, there he is! Okay. Here we go. What's up? Oh gosh. Sorry guys, I will not be able to look at chat for a little bit. Oh! Oh man. Oh, I'm no good at this. And that's my encouragement to you. If this series looks at all intimidating to you, I am no good at action games. Yeah, heal me, baby. What happened to your thing? Oh, you got knocked out before you could heal me. Oh, crap. Where's my, Oh, wrong button! Where's the... No! Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta... How do I heal? Let's see. Oh. Thank you. Jeez. And the control schemes are, you know, notoriously tricky and involved in this game. Oh, come on, girl. Oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I rolled! I didn't want to roll. I want that heal thing. There we go. Jeez. Oh, kiddo. You can sit and watch my monster fight. I can't pause it right now to say goodnight. Oh my gosh. Where's that? There it is. I need this mega potion much more at the ready. Drink it! Oh my gosh. This is not going well. Come on, shake it off, girl. Shake it off. Oof. Oh, I should really heal myself. I gotta get out. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh no, I'm about to get carded. Oh. Yeah, baby! Come on, come on, come on. Come on, girl. Big hits. Oh. But I do a ton of button mashing with this control scheme, and I am still able to make my way through the game somehow, so be encouraged if you don't feel like you're going to be good at learning movesets and stuff. You can with the sword and shield weapon set do a good amount of button mashing. Where's he going? Oh, I should have marked him. Oh crap, these little munchkins are attacking me now. I gotta get out of here. So annoying. Alright, I can come and see you in just a second, kiddo. I just gotta get away from these little nasty buggers. Let me heal. It's gonna have to be a quick hug goodnight, okay? What was I doing? Oh, and I guess I don't have to mark him now. Okay, let's say goodnight. Ooh. Love you. Oh. See you in the morning.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, wrong controller. Don't try to use that. Alright. I gotta get down there before he heals too much. Oh, let's beef myself up a bit, though, first. Oh, where's my things? He's gonna run away if I don't do this. I don't think I took the full complement of stuff that I could have taken last time. Where'd you go? Come on now. No, don't even walk in that crap, Pater. Oh! Oof. Oh, get out! Oh, I forgot to sharpen my blade, dang it. Oh. Oh, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, girl. Ah. Oof. Oh, Flash! One of these other guys coming around here doing his Flash thing. Okay, get in there, girl. Come on. Where's his head? Come on, big hits now. Oh, is there a big... Oh, no, those are smaller guys. Okay, I'm a little messed up. Ugh, hate it when they do that. Ugh. Oh boy. Come on, girl. There we go, thank you, little cat. Shake it off, shake it off. Oh, that stunning stuff is really getting to me. Ugh, I gotta sharpen my weapon soon. Oh my gosh! Oh, he's almost got me. There we go. Ugh. Oh, got me a little bit there. Ah. Come on, girl. Shake it off. Man, next time I need to bring some kind of stun prevention stuff. I think I need that more than the ice protection. Ugh, there he goes. Punk. Ugh. Let's see here. Unionite Gaming asks, have you heard that Monster Hunter World came to PC? Yes. Yeah, and I don't trust that my PC could run it, but part of me is like, ooh, but you could mod that and like just totally do horrible things to it that Monster Hunter fans would hate you for. That would make it easier. Alright, don't need that. Okay, Truth Seeker 1995. See you in a bit. Alright, I need to, for sure, sharpen my weapon now. And then, what is he, up there or something? Where did he go? I need to lock onto him. There we go. Alright. I'm behind where I wanted to be in my schedule. Let's, we're close now. Let's... Oh, is he sleeping? Oh, no, he's not. Okay, not that lucky. Oh, come on, climb, girl. Climb. Climb the thing. Oh, jeez. My gosh. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Why can't you... Ugh. All right. Man, I can't even see what I'm doing here. Oh, crap. Oh, he is clipping the crap out of that floor. The clipping in this game is nuts. You know, where objects are passing through other objects, you know. And the hitbox is like where you need to swing your weapon in order to score a hit. Also feels inconsistent to me. You know, it's just, it's not a strong point of the game, I don't think, but oh, he's down, get him. The heck? Come on, girl. Oof. Oof. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I really should use something to kind of ground him. Ah, crap. Oh yeah, I gotta heal. Was he leaving again already? Where'd he go? Alright. Well, let me do this. And then let me sharpen. Ugh, man. Rugged Warrior says, this game actually makes me feel sorry for the monsters sometimes. Not me. These nasty buggers. Why don't they just go quietly into the night and let me mount them on my wall? Oh, I don't want to fight that guy! You're not gonna get all aggressive with me, are you? I'm just passing through, okay? Oh man. Really? Okay. Please just be cool, okay? I'm just passing through. Oh man, I gotta fight him back here again. See, by now I would have wanted to be fighting him at his nest. He's just kind of going in circles now. So this fight is going to take longer than I wanted to, and I only wanted to spend 30 minutes on this game. So I'm moving on. Because there's another game I'd rather play. That's the most recent addition to my list, and I want to spend the last 40 minutes. I was going to spend the last 60 minutes, but I'm going to spend the last 40 minutes playing some No Man's Sky, baby. Hey guys, Pater Franson here from christiangeekcentral.com and Spirit Blade Productions. For my 5th consecutive year, I'm participating in Extra Life, a charity event that raises funds to provide medical care for children in urgent need. I'm also leading the Christian Geek Central Extra Life team, which you're still welcome to join by following the link in the description below. Once again this year, I'm drawing attention to our team's fundraising by performing a 24-hour marathon of video gaming that I will live stream to youtube.com/ChristianGeekCentral and ChristianGeekCentral.com beginning 6 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday, November 3rd. My goal is to raise $200 for my children's hospital. Our total team goal is to raise $700. You can donate on my page or any team members' pages by following the links below. You'll also find some incentives and rewards for donating to some of our team members. On my page, for example, for $5 or more, you can choose a topic to add to my +2 page of many topics that I'll be blabbing my opinions on during my live stream. For $10 or more, you get that previous reward and a download code for a free copy of the Spirit Blade Legacy Edition audio drama. For $20 or more, you get the previous rewards and you can choose a game for me to play during my November 3rd live stream. You can pick a favorite of yours that's in my library or torture me with something terrible or rage-inducingly difficult. For $30 or more, you get the previous rewards and you can choose a song for me to sing during my November 3rd live stream. Pick an old favorite of yours or just make me humiliate and torture myself with something that nobody wants to hear. For $50 or more, you get all those previous rewards and you get a download code for every MP3 product at spiritblade.com. That's a $90 value. Now, on top of all that, I've set fundraising milestones that will unlock crazy events as I reach them in my personal fundraising. When I reach $200, I will have a free download day for everyone who visits spiritblade.com on November 7th this year. And every $50 beyond $200 unlocks more free audio dramas for that free download day. Along with free audio dramas, reaching milestones in my personal fundraising will unlock weird stunts that I will pull during my November 3rd live stream, like turning into a monster, reenacting a moment from a favorite horror movie, or playing intensely embarrassing home videos from my past. Now, there are some stipulations and time limits on those rewards and milestones, so quickly follow the link below to my fundraising page for all of the details. I hope you'll be a part of helping me and the Christian Geek Central team do some good for some kids who really need it. And then please join me at youtube.com/ChristianGeekCentral for my 24-hour video gaming marathon starting at 6 a.m. Pacific on Saturday, November 3rd. Hope to see you then.